Next at noon, a man jumps to his death trying to escape his burning home. Find out why fire investigators say this might have been prevented.
Also, one town is nearly destroyed, others heavily damaged as deadly tornadoes rip through parts of the country. And Mother Nature is not finished yet. Kate?
And Erica, it's another hot and humid day. We've got sunshine through the clouds, just the chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm as some moisture from what was Anna moves northward. I'll tell you about a cool down back to normal through the middle of the week coming up. Erica and Yuki.
Kate, thanks. Also, Prince Harry is looking for love. You hear about this? Find out what prompted the party prince to get ready to settle down in just 1 minute.
Let's talk Philly.
We start with breaking news this noon. Chopper 3 is live over the 2000 block of Newkirk Street in South Philadelphia, where a police vehicle is on its roof. This is after an accident with another vehicle, again looking live at that scene. 2 people have been transported to the hospital. No word on who is injured or their conditions. We will have more on this breaking news for you on Eyewitness News starting at 5 and anytime at cbsphilly.com.
Our other top story, an early morning apartment fire in Kensington claims the life of a man and sends several other residents to the hospital. Hello, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Erica Von Teal. Pat is off this noon. Now, some of those residents were forced to jump from a second-floor window to escape the flames. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Patterson joins us now. He is at that scene on Kensington Avenue, but the investigation is underway. Good afternoon.
Erica, Yuki, the update this noon is that the city's Licenses and Inspections Department is now looking into whether or not people should have been renting from this building in the first place. We know this, that the fire forced several people to jump from those windows, and it killed one man who died from his injuries. Now, earlier, we did speak to the fire commissioner, Derek Sawyer, who says there were no working fire alarms when his crews went into the building. Meanwhile, one man killed from this fire. Police say he did die from his injuries after jumping out of that second-story window, landing on the pavement below, striking his head. 5 people, including a child, were also injured from either jumping or smoke inhalation. Fire officials say it started on the first floor at about 6 this morning. They say it took about a half hour to get that fire under control. But again, the focus is now on the building and its owner to determine the integrity of that structure and to find out if there was an escape plan. We spoke to several people on scene and again, the fire commissioner.
There should be smoke alarms and an alarm system, which we didn't find any smoke alarm or an alarm system from our initial investigation.
Your only escape route was through the front. And if the front was on fire, then there's no way you can even exit out the building.
I don't think the place should have been rented out, something like that. That's a death trap, yeah, it's night. It's no way. It's no exit to the back. That was all closed up.
We spoke to the owner. He was on scene earlier this morning. He told us no comment at that point. We'll have much more from him, the corresponding investigation, and one of the family members of a very young victim in this fire. Stay with us for later editions of CBS 3. For now, we're live in Kensington. I'm Steve Patterson, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Steve, thank you. Meanwhile, a resident and a firefighter are being treated at hospitals after a fire swept through a Mercer County apartment complex early this morning. Eyewitness News reporter Jen Carabeo has details of a fire that forced more than a dozen people from their homes.
A dramatic fire in East Windsor, Mercer County caught on eyewitness video. Nearly a dozen units engulfed in flames and destroyed at the Windsor Castle apartment complex. Anthony Miles lives across the street and heard screams, then grabbed his cell phone when he saw what was outside.
I saw flames in one apartment, and then all of a sudden the flame just got really big and tore off the whole roof.
The fire started around 2:30 Monday morning in a second-story apartment here. Fire officials say the man who lived there had to jump to safety from the window after getting trapped.
One of them threw himself down because he couldn't get out.
The fire spread fast, so firefighters along with police raced door to door, evacuating 3 apartment buildings along Devonshire Drive.
There was a great job by the police and firefighters who were initially on the scene, knocking on doors of the adjacent units to get people out. And as we were pulling up, people were flowing out of their units.
The flames were just too big. Crews were forced to battle the fire from outside, but were able to save 8 out of the 16 units here. Still, 20 people are now displaced, and some, including Virginia Salazar's friend, have lost everything.
Everything was falling. The windows were like burning, and they were falling, and we were so scared.
The fire marshal is now on scene to determine the exact cause of this fire, but the fire chief tells us that at this point, the cause does not appear to be suspicious. Reporting in East Windsor, Jan Carabeo, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
And this just into us, an Amber Alert has been issued by the police department in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Police are looking for 12-year-old Mason Pacholski, a white male, 4 feet 4 inches tall, about 80 pounds, with red hair and blue eyes, and he was wearing glasses at the time of his disappearance. Police say he was last seen behind his residence on Center Avenue in Jim Thorpe around 7 o'clock this morning. If you have any information, please contact the police.
Also breaking news right now, a manhunt is underway for a gunman who fatally shot an employee at an auto parts business near Pittsburgh. That shooting happened just after 8 at Minity Motorsports in Roast Raver Township. That's about 25 miles south of Pittsburgh. Our sister station, KDKA, reports that business owner was also rushed to the hospital after suffering a panic attack. No other injuries were reported.
And also breaking this noon, a threat made against the Burlington County Institute of Technology. Chopper 3 over the school earlier today. Officials do not believe the threat was credible, but the school is under a shelter-in-place order. Police did a canine sweep of the school, and there is extra security on the scene as well. The threat, which was sent by email, is under investigation.
Now to a developing story. 2 inmates were found dead at a Nebraska maximum security prison after officials regained control of that facility.
Nebraska State Police are investigating the inmates' deaths at the Tecumseh State Correctional Institution. That's near Lincoln. Smoke could be seen coming from the prison after inmates took over part of the maximum security facility yesterday. The prison is now secure and all staffers have been accounted for. Well, a public memorial is set for this afternoon for 2 Hattiesburg, Mississippi police officers killed in the line of duty. Officers Benjamin Dean and LaCorey Tate were gunned down Saturday during a traffic stop. 4 suspects will make court appearances today. Marvin Banks and Joni Calloway face capital murder charges. 2 other people are in custody, charged as accomplices. Well, 2 people are dead and dozens hurt after a line of tornadoes slammed parts of Texas and Arkansas.
And as correspondent Don Champion reports, that severe weather has sparked fears the number of dead could increase.
The devastation stretches for blocks in the town of Van, Texas. People here spent the morning salvaging what they could. Authorities say a tornado damaged about 1/3 of the homes here, scattering debris everywhere. Mike Dewey rode out the storm in his bathroom with 8 members of his family.
There's nothing but a concrete slab. That's all that's left.
Crews are trying to restore roads and bridges as quickly as possible so emergency crews can gain access. More than 24 residents were sent to the hospital with injuries. Search teams are going door to door here in the town of Van looking for anyone who might be injured or trapped. Deadly storms have pounded Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas for days. Overnight, a tornado killed 2 people in Nashville, Arkansas.
I don't know that I've seen this kind of damage in Nashville since I've been in the department here for over 17 years.
Days of torrential rains triggered massive flooding in parts of North Texas. Rescue teams plucked stranded people from raging waters.
I don't do Ferris wheels. I don't do nothing like that. And here they strap me in a harness and we're spinning and all I could see was colors.
Forecasters expect the rain to let up in North Texas today, but the wet weather could return later in the week. Don Champion, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, for us, another warm day, but the word is unsettled.
I want to get a first look at your forecast right now with Kate Biles. She is out on the sky deck. Still feeling muggy out there, Kate?
It is so muggy out here, Erica and Yuki. It feels very, very humid. Dew points are in the 60s, and while we do have the chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm today and tomorrow, it looks like most of us won't see any at all. That's actually not the best news. We need some rain. It's been quite some time, over 2 weeks, since we had any real appreciable rainfall here in Philadelphia. Let's take a quick look at Storm Scan 3. Looked pretty promising with the remnants of Anna off to the south, but it looks like most of that is going to head out to sea. You can really see the rotation of that storm as it starts its eastward push. A few of those northern edge showers could get into our area later this afternoon, but again, they will be scattered and very, very isolated. The story again today is the heat and humidity. We're already sitting at 79 at the airport. It's 80 degrees in Allentown, 80 in Reading as well. Dew points once again in the mid 60s today. So 84 will be our high today. The average is 72. We're not close to the records. That's 93, but we're still more than 10 degrees above average. Again, on our comfort index, we fall in the steamy category, and I can attest to that. It is steamy out here right now. So your headlines early this week, steamy and summery. That's today and tomorrow. Later this week, starting on Wednesday, it'll be much cooler, sunny, still dry. Then showers may try to return this weekend. I'll have that 7-day forecast coming up when I join you inside in just a couple of minutes. Yuki and Erica, back over to you.
All right, Kate, see you in a little bit. Thank you. We're still ahead this noon. Prince for Peace. The entertainer heads to Baltimore. Find out what he did for residents to lend his voice to the call for calm.
And from a Prince musician to royalty Prince, Prince Harry is looking for love. What prompted his increased desire to settle down? Stay with us. We are coming right back. We have an update for you right now on the breaking news from the top of the show. 2 officers have been injured and taken to the hospital after an accident left their police vehicle on its roof in South Philadelphia. Now, this is on the 2000 block of Newkirk Street. Both are expected to be okay. We are staying on top of this story, and we'll have updates for you tonight at 5, and of course, always on our website, cbsphilly.com.
Well, police have arrested a woman for fraud in connection with a fake concert. Police say 42-year-old Kelly Bryan promoted and sold tickets to an event in Medford that was said to feature Sheryl Crow. After an investigation by the Medford and Lumberton police, it was determined that Sheryl Crow was not booked to perform at the concert. Bryan is charged with theft by deception. Well, Prince is releasing a song he wrote for the city of Baltimore after rioting over the death of a man in police custody.
He performed that new song at a Rally for Peace concert last night. And we're getting a look at some videos posted on Instagram. His song called Baltimore calls for justice and peace. 6 officers are charged in the death of Freddie Gray. Concertgoers wore the color gray in tribute. Well, could there be another royal baby? Okay, not quite yet, but there could be one in the relatively near future.
And we're not talking about William and Kate. This time it's Prince Harry, who says he's anxious to settle down and join his brother in parenthood. CBS News correspondent Jonathan Vigalotti reports now from London.
Prince Harry is already kid approved. Just listen to these school children he visited on a tour of New Zealand this week.
Pretty cool guy. He was quite nice compared to what I was kind of expecting him to be.
The 30-year-old British royal says he's at a crossroads after ending a decade-long military career.
Of course, I'd love to have kids right now, but yeah, there's a process that one has to go through.
Prince Harry says he wants to be a dad after watching his older brother, Prince William, and sister-in-law Kate welcome Princess Charlotte into the world earlier this month.
It would be great to have someone else next to me to share the pressure, but you know, time will come. Whatever happens, happens, I guess.
Prince Harry is now 5th in line to the British throne after his baby niece bumped him down a notch. The prince says he's excited to visit her when he returns to London.
I'm so looking forward to seeing her, to meeting her and to holding her.
It's a softer side for the so-called party prince splash across tabloids for his naked party vacation in Vegas and a string of failed relationships. His last long-term girlfriend was model Cressida Bonas, who split up with the prince 1 year ago. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, London.
Now the time will come.
Just got to find the right girl.
That's right. That's right. Up next, some ideas for building your own outdoor oasis.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Beautiful day to be outside. Maybe a little bit warm for you, though. Kate has your full forecast, and we come right back.
Well, winter is behind us, and we are spending more and more time outdoors. Imagine relaxing at home with your outdoor kitchen or your fire pit or in a luxurious outdoor living space. It's not a dream. It can be reality. Joining me now is Glenn Taker from Cambridge Pavers. Glenn, good to see you again, man.
Hey, thanks for having us.
You got it. You got it. All right, what's the in thing right now? What are folks into? Break it down for us.
There's a lot of new stuff that came out in 2015, from the outdoor living spaces to some hot new colors, being a Red Rock and Montauk blend, our Tuscany fireplace, and some waterfall kits as well.
Now, what if you want to get creative and do your own thing? Is that an easy thing to do? Or?
You can. You design it yourself. You could go onto the Cambridge website. You could click on the program, Designscape Visualizer, take a before and after picture of your backyard and see what it's going to look like in the future.
Really? And what are most people into right now as far as doing their own thing, first of all?
Paver patios, seating walls, and, you know, even a fire pit or a fireplace.
Ooh, that's nice, man. Back in the day, we called it layaway. Now, what if I can't? You remember that? Look, you're smiling. You remember that, don't you? They still might call it that now. But what if you can't afford something right now? Can you accumulate it over the years?
Oh, by all means, you could phase these projects.
What's the process?
You could put in, as we started talking about the design process, you could put in your paver patio first, the first year. Next year, put in your seating wall. Fire pit the third year. Fourth year, put in one of the kits we talked about.
And reasonably not that expensive to
Not
do
that
that
expensive.
and over a period of time?
Phased over years.
All right, tell me about living kits. I was reading something that you have living kits. What are those?
Outdoor living kits, they consist of pizza ovens, grill units, fireplaces. You can build them yourself. You could have a contractor build them for you. Very easy to install in a matter of either days or in some cases even an hour.
An hour? I was just going to say I'm going contractor all the way because I can't build anything. I had troubles with Legos back in the day. But tell me, is it difficult to do yourself? I guess not. An hour?
Some of the grill unit we talked about, you could do that in 5-6 hours if you wanted to.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You must love what you do. Do you love explaining what you do? What's the most
every day?
What's the best question you get from people like right now when it comes to building their own stuff?
You know, what colors are hot? You know, what color should I choose?
Okay.
And that's probably the biggest item out there right now when, you know, just explaining what is, we talked about the Tuscany fireplace or the 2 new hot colors for 2015.
What's ArmorTech?
ArmorTech is Cambridge's branded name for a paver that won't wear or fade in the manufacturing process. It has a lifetime warranty, so you don't have to worry about your pavers after you install them in the ground.
This is your favorite. This is your Super Bowl time of year, isn't it?
You're
loving
it is.
It, aren't you?
It is.
My man.
Busy.
Keep doing your thing. We appreciate your time.
Hey, thanks for having
Glenn.
us.
Come back again and see us.
Thank you.
My man. For more information on Cambridge Pavers, all you have to do is just head to cbsphilly.com and click on Talk Philly. Kate's got your forecast now. Let's go outside again.
Thank you, Yuki. Well, if he could come to my house and put that in my backyard, that would be fantastic. And it's the kind of day you want to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine. Take a look at this shot. This is our GoPro camera here at the CBS Broadcast Center showing clouds and some sunshine today. That's what we're going to see on and off all day. The clouds will come and go. The sun will come and go as well. Showers may pop up, but they will be few and far between. Let's take a look at Storm Scan 3, and you can see why that is. Here's the moisture from what was Tropical Storm Ana, and you can see the rotation of the storm. It's starting to make kind of an eastward push. So most of this moisture on the northern edge will stay south of Philadelphia, and any of that heavy rain, the band's moving back out to sea, that's going to stay out to sea. So we could use some rain. We're not going to see much of it today. We do have a cold front to watch for. That is slicing right through portions of the deep south and the Midwest, losing a little bit of its strength right now. It could produce another round of severe weather off to the west later today, but it does look like that's going to really fizzle as it heads our direction as well. So we don't expect much in the way of wet weather or severe weather over the next several days. Right now we're looking at 79 degrees at the airport. It's 80 already in Reading and in Allentown. Trenton at 80 degrees as well. And look at these dew points in the mid to upper 60s. The dew point in Dover right now is 73. That is very, very humid and very oppressive. You will see a couple of showers maybe rotate through the Dover area here later this afternoon, but you can see on future weather how most of the chances for showers stay off to our south. Further to the north, we'll see some sunshine this afternoon, and by tonight we clear it out again. And then what are we looking forward to as we head through the rest of the week? Well, as this system moves away later this evening, you can see the moisture from that cold front, or at least well out ahead of the cold front. Tomorrow, maybe a shower, but notice not a whole lot pops up, and actually this frontal progression looks relatively dry for us as it comes through later tomorrow evening. Finally, by about Wednesday, we see high pressure build in overhead, and that's going to give us some really nice days as temperatures head back to normal and dew points head back down as well. So how's it going to feel for the next few days? Today and tomorrow, we're in that steamy to oppressive range here. Tomorrow is going to be downright hot with a high near 90 and high dew points, but we're right back to the pleasant/awesome range by Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures feeling a little bit more like they should in early to mid-May. So for today, partly sunny with a stray shower or thunderstorm mainly off to the south. 84 degrees will be our daytime high. Should be 72. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a stray shower at 66. And here's your Eyewitness Weather 7-day forecast. Look how hot it is tomorrow. 88 degrees. The good news, though, we're back to the 70s, right where we should be. Breezy and cooler on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday look good. Chance for a couple of pop-up showers and storms, though, on Saturday. Stay right there. We got more when we come right back.